Welcome to the Hilariously Discharged podcast. I'm Joshua Higuera. With me is Adam Dominguez, and we're on a boat in the middle of a cove. This would be like an Eagles song right now, but not one of the good ones. Not that there's a lot of good Eagles songs. You know what? I'm going to take this time to start this podcast by saying, fuck you, Don Henley. Fuck you. Okay.
I like how that's how you started it. So I'm Adam Dominguez today.
Yeah.
I'm originally from El Paso, Texas.
How does it feel to live in John Fogerty's shadow? Huh? CCR is a way better band than the Eagles, and anybody who goes to an Eagles concert can accept it.
What Josh said. What Joshua said. He's crazy. I woke him, or wait, no, you're Josh. So he woke us up at 6 o'clock in the morning to come out here, and it's, I don't know, we're drinking beers at 7 a.m. There's so many people out here. I was not expecting this many people to be like there. The dock was full. Good thing Josh is strong and held the boat. So,
and Adam just sat on his ass and did nothing.
Oh yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, I sat. It's so weird being somebody else. Well,
man, thanks for having me.
That
man.
threw me off for a minute. I wasn't expecting all that. That was good.
Thanks for having me. I know we were supposed to do this yesterday morning.
Yeah. We had a baby crisis. So
yeah. There's the constant, it's the economic and social crisis. And then there's the baby crisis, I guess.
The hurricane.
Yeah. And then I hit my sister, and then she cried, sis, I got nothing. This is early.
It is really early.
But
that didn't make it. I didn't know you brought your sister to Laughlin.
You know what? They're all your sisters.
Fuck it.
Right.
Well, Adam is, he's Adam. If you guys don't remember that I'm Josh. No, but Adam's a stand-up comedian. He's not a veteran. He's a veteran from the streets, but that's about it. We're gonna hit a rock. It's the problem with driving and doing a live podcast. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing. It is early, you guys. It's so early. I don't wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I think this video would get a lot more views if we just randomly hit a rock while we were.
If this boat didn't cost so much money, I might consider it.
No. Yeah, you know what? I like to think that I served. I used to be a waiter at a sushi restaurant. So I've
I
been.
hate you. I wasn't expecting that either. That's fine.
I've been in the weeds. I get it. You know what it's like to be.
I've been in the trenches.
It's like to be a waiter at a sushi restaurant where everybody who works there is Mexican, but everybody's anticipating authentic, like Japanese sushi. And there's one guy who's actually from Japan who trains all the Mexicans how to do it. And then it's also cartel run.
Oh, nice.
That was.
Did you get paid good since it was cartel run, or did they?
You know what? I think at that point I was just looking for any job. So it paid the bills, but I hated it. I was really terrible at it. I think that's, of all the jobs that I've ever worked, that's probably the one.
So were you an actual like sushi chef?
No. So I was up in line to be trained how to roll sushi and do it the Susaki way.
The Susaki.
But no, I stopped. Yeah, the guy who owns the place was like, from what I understand, had like a lot of cartel ties. All right, because who would open up a sushi restaurant in El Paso, Texas, with authenticity? You can't get fish. You can't get salmon roe.
Well, I mean, how many sushi restaurants are really fresh fish, though? I would say even ones close to the beach probably aren't even fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Unless they advertise it and they whatever, but I doubt it's fresh.
There was a dude, and keep in mind, El Paso is a desert town. There's a dude who used to only open up his sushi restaurant like Tuesdays and Thursdays, from like 4 p.m. to like 7. You had to get reservations to get in there, and then he would fly in. Like, he would spend a lot of money to just go inside. It was like $75 to reserve your seat, and then you never got to pick what you would eat. Like, what would you eat?
Oh, wow.
He would just make it for you, and he'd be like, "All right, this is what you're getting." And
I don't know if I like that. I'm very picky.
He would ask you. He'd be like, "Okay," he'd give you like 2 sauces, and then he'd be like, "All right, do you like this sauce? You like this sauce?"
Okay,
And then
that's
he'd be
cool.
like, "All
At
right."
least, so it's kind of like a choice. At least that he fits your palate. Or
Yeah, young kid too, man. Danny Song.
Danny Song.
Yeah, Danny Song, man. I don't know who the fuck he is anymore, but that dude was like the legit one in a desert, and he was only there because Latinas, right? Had a fucking weakness for Latinas, right?
Damn.
You ever ask yourself, like, where would you be
if it wasn't for Latinas?
if it wasn't for Latinas?
Fish, did you see that fish jump out?
Oh shit!
Oh, he's still right there. He like
I'll
jumped up.
fucking fight you, bitch.
Oh, I thought he was bigger than that.
He's a little tiny.
Wasn't that exciting?
Hey, welcome to the Hilariously Discharged ADD
Podcast.
Special Edition.
Oh yeah, that's what happens. What were we talking about? Sushi?
Yeah. Fuck you.
Hey, knock it. There's 2.
I hope they're fucking.
Do fish fuck?
Yes.
How? No, they don't. Do they? There's no way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they just multiply.
Well, I know they'd have to somehow fuck. Maybe I thought like maybe I don't know. Now that I think about it, there's no really. Oh, look at the little duck. It's like a baby duck. I've never seen a baby duck. Look at it. Oh, it went underwater. It was like this big. It was like a bathtub duck, like a rubber ducky.
Like a bathtub
duck. It was a real life rubber ducky.
I think my favorite thing is like a bathtub duck. You know.
Wait, so for real though, dude, fish fuck. Like, how do they fuck?
They have to fuck. Oh, is that guy?
Yeah, look at him.
There he is.
He's like this big, you guys. He's tiny. Like if I was a duck, that'd probably be me.
Yeah, that is a you duck.
That's a me duck.
Ah.
All right, back to sushi. Now I want to. What kind of sushi do you eat?
I'm an unagi guy.
I don't know
eel.
what that means. Eel.
Okay. Eel. Oh my god.
I only I'll eat like raw sushi, but I like to. Do you eat rolls or?
I mean, I'll mix it up. Sashimi.
See, I don't really
totally.
do. The sashimi's the one with the rice underneath the fish, correct?
Yeah.
I don't really fuck with that.
It's just a straight raw fish. And you know what? It gets me is that like, I became like a big Asian food aficionado. Mostly because I got tired of Mexican food. It seemed like the next logical step, and I thought, well, if like we got enough of us in a Panda Express, it's close enough, right? Yeah.
I like the rolls, like the tempura rolls, mainly.
Fucking fried, where you get them, yeah, battered and fried, dude.
They're so not good for you at all. But
we used to have this at Susaki. It was a roll called what is it called? It was the Metropolis roll. It was a deep fried avocado roll, pretty much.
Ooh.
Right? It was pretty fire. But everybody would call it a Metro roll, and it sounded really gay when you would order it, being like, "Man,
can I get a Metro?
Mauna, can I get a Metro?" And so now whenever I hear anything that has that intro of Metro, I'm all like, gay.
Super gay.
Gay roll.
You know, it's funny. We've said gay on this podcast so many times. Eric said he's trying to bring it back. And then James said his set is super gay. And then now we're saying gay.
Here's the thing. I don't look at gay as like a bad thing. I
don't
definitely,
either.
I don't.
It's like we were talking about this on the last episode. Like lame sound, like you can't say lame, or like lame just doesn't sound cool. It doesn't sound.
Lame sounds pretty gay.
Yeah. Lame is gay.
Okay. Well, we'll define it right now. What's the gayest you've ever been?
I mean, I was in the Army, so for some reason, even law enforcement too. Like, you know, I worked in the prison, and things can get kind of gay. Like, I didn't really like to be gay in prison. This sounded so bad. I should just stop. Anyway, so
being so gay in prison. Oh my god.
Okay, so the Army's pretty gay. Like the military is just they act, they're always like slapping each other's nuts, or like trying to like, oh hey baby, let me smack your butt. I don't know. It's just weird shit. They say weird shit, like creepy shit, like borderline would never be accepted in regular life, right?
Yeah.
So I used to have this friend when I was deployed, and we would mess around all the time. Like, he would always say like, you won't kiss me, and just like, yeah, because I'm like, oh yes I will, and we would just it was an ongoing like joke, right? And then one day we were really drunk. This is gonna come out okay. That I probably shouldn't have started like that, but we were drunk, and he says the whole "you won't kiss me," and I was like, oh yeah, and then I was like, messing around to like go kiss him, and then he just happened to be messing around to kiss me, and we locked lips, and we both like we had beers, so we're like pouring beer all over our face and like rubbing it off because it was like so gay.
Oh man, I guess that's it. You heard it right now. Joshua
Yeah, I
Gary
kissed
is
a dude
fucking
once.
gay.
I kissed a guy.
I go gay.
I was never gonna admit that out loud, but I'm glad that I did it with you.
Hey, look, I mean, you brought me out on a boat.
But I was like 19 years old. No,
I was confused. I was
not
confused.
19.
There was
I was
alcohol in my system.
I was 21. I kissed a dude. I'm
I
not
never
gonna say his. I'm not gonna say his name. And it's funny if you ask him.
You still remember his name.
It's funny you ask him the version of the story. It's my fault. I did everything wrong. He didn't do nothing.
This seems like it haunts you.
It does, because he fucking lies about the story. That's what happened. Like, that's legit what happened.
Is he married now? Does he have like
he's
kids?
married.
Yeah. Do you ever just think that he's there looking at his life,
thinking about
with his kids, and then he's just all like, oh man, life was so much simpler.
I just admitted that story, man.
Things would have been so much easier if Josh just followed through with it. And
so what's a gay thing? I feel like you've done something way gayer than me, though.
Oh yeah, I've kissed a lot of dudes. Most of the time. Most of the time it's always like for comedic effect, because I used to think like, you remember that show Whose Line Is It Anyway? And like the most shocking moments was always like when Ryan Stiles would kiss Colin Mockery, right? They'd kiss each other on the lips and everybody would go wild. So I always thought like, oh, that's always like a good point of like comedy. It's got to the point that I've probably kissed more guys in front of people than I've kissed girls. Because, okay, all right, hold on. This isn't like me defending it. I'm literally just telling the truth. I used to think that if I made out with girls in front of people, right, then it always made other girls that I may have wanted to hook up with be like, oh yeah, that's not going to happen. Right.
Yeah,
he's obviously with that girl. He's fucking, they laid claim to him.
So you kissing guys
right?
totally.
But then I kiss a dude and then they'll be like, oh my God, he's just so comfortable with himself.
Because hold on. I'm asking, I need clarification. So you said you don't make out with women because of that issue, right? So do you make out with these guys or you just kiss them?
Oh no. There was one guy who tried to slip tongue. Like it was just like fucking kiss. So this is a dude who's trying to slip tongue. He's a comic too. His name is Ralph Totella. And he kissed me, and he kissed me on stage to say that we weren't having a real beef with each other. And then I remember when he did it, like he pushed in, but then like the man has like weak teeth,
No, I don't know what that
like
means.
when you press in, and then I feel like I could press in more into his mouth because his teeth were fucking like, they were like the door could shut more, weak teeth on that man, small lips, weak teeth, not a suitable kisser.
Poor Ralph.
Hey, I mean, hey, whatever. It's a thing, but he's not the only guy that I've kissed.
That you've macked on?
Yeah. And most of the time, well, here's the deal. I'll never initiate, right? I like to be the prize. I understand what you ladies do, and I get it now. And I'm like, oh shit.
I want to be that.
It's like, yeah, dude. Have you ever been like someone's like prize?
Prize? I wouldn't say prize.
Where they were like, all they want to do is just hook up with you or make out with you.
Oh,
or
yeah.
Fucking that's a good feeling. Hey, men's mental health is stems a lot from us feeling like we want to be wanted.
We want to be a prize too.
Yeah. So fucking You want to hook up? Prove it, bitch.
Men's awareness.
Yeah, men's
Podcast.
awareness house.
Men's
warehouse.
awareness episode that we need to be wanted.
Are you aware that men exist?
I want to be appreciated. I want to be wanted and tasted. Okay, that was maybe.
Hey, look, I mean,
All right, I should. It's early. These words are just coming out.
yeah.
Please don't taste me.
Hey, it tastes like unagi. I've had a dude. It's just, you know what it was? You know what? I used to work in an adult store in El Paso too. It was one of my other jobs. And you know, guys are just there to just jerk off like all the time. Like
adult store, like a sex shop or like
it was like a sex shop. We had an arcade too. And I remember in my brain, I was like, oh, it's like putting your dick in like Pac-Man, you know, and then every time you fucking, it was just little booths that you popped in dollars, and then TVs would change channels, and you could just jerk off in these booths.
Oh wow!
You know,
I didn't even know those things existed.
Yeah, we had a little theater.
Did they have curtains in every chair?
Dude, it was
open bay jerk sesh.
So worse. It was like
so much worse.
They stole seats from like another movie theater, so it was like maybe like 4 or 5 rows of just maybe 7, you know, seats, like the movie theater seats, and then it was just a big screen TV.
So it's not even like an open theater. It's
no, man, it was just a room.
So there's a guy in between us, and we're all jerking off here.
Pretty much, everybody's just in there.
Wow.
And I mean, 99.9 of the clientele in there were guys, you know, and I'd say about 75% of those guys all identified as like straight dudes who were just like, I don't really do this. This is my vice. And I think after like working there for a couple of years, like you just kind of like, hey man, you know what? I make commission off of this shit. You fucking get your jerk off, man. You do that shit. You know?
Wow. I didn't even know they had places like that.
Yeah. I worked there for a couple of years. Some of the highest paid, like I was definitely one of the higher paid guys. Because
you went and cleaned up all the mess.
Yeah, they would give you a bonus.
No way.
Yeah, they give you a bonus.
I was kidding.
No. They would tell you, like, my job interview walking in there was like, 1, are you free to work any time of the day? Because this is a 24-hour spot.
Are you allergic to cum?
And I was like, yeah, good. The second one was would you have a problem you know, taking a drug test? And I was like, no, the time I was just drinking. And then they're like, all right, cool. And they're like, all right, third question is, are you gay? And then I said no. And they're like, okay.
I've kissed a couple guys, but I'm not gay.
It's like, I plan on kissing a bunch of the fellas. And I'm a real team player. And they started me off, and I was working like midnight shifts. I would go in at midnight, get out at 8 a.m. And then they would tell you that, hey, you would get a bonus if you went in and clean the booths, you know? So I would close from like 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. There would be people there. Just close up, go over there. You know what bleach does to a piss stain? It's things I know.
So, wait, they would piss?
Yeah. Yeah, they'd be nut and fucking.
Wait, so they wouldn't even. So it was dirt. It was real nasty.
It was real nasty. We were one of those adult stores that wasn't like really lit up.
No.
We
no
were
rules.
on. Yeah.
Get your kinks out here.
Oh, one of my favorite.
Adam Dominguez.
My favorite rules.
I'm gonna bring it up on stage tonight.
I would talk about it.
Get your kinks out here with Adam Dominguez tonight at the Helicopter.
Every time I wind up bringing up that time, I always look back at it kind of like moderately fondly, where I'm all like, man, you know, like all those people were like real. Like they came in there, nobody was like fake about shit. They were just kind of like, hey, I'm here. Who's sucking dick in the back? And I'd be like, yeah, I'll point you out. There's a guy in the back right there. You know, there's a whole cruisers community. That's what they used to call them. They were cruisers. They were just people who would come in, and they were like shifts. They would hang out in the back booths where there was like glory holes, and they're just gay dudes who loved gobbling cock, and they would just wait, and they never fuck each other. They hated that. They would wait for like somebody to come in, and then they would all stand outside like a wall, and they'd all get like a nod, real nonverbal shit, and then somebody would end up in the booth, get their rocks off, come out and be like, all right, cool, thank you, and go back to work.
Oh.
People would spend their lunch breaks there.
So this place is definitely closed.
No, from what I understand, it's still open. I haven't. There's a place called Harris Arcade and Video. A small, tiny spot.
That is crazy.
El Paso, Texas. You know what's crazy part about that too?
So how many times did you get your dick sucked by these?
I got my dick sucked there twice. I was nervous. One time by a bachelorette party that came in.
I was hoping you said one of the glory holes where the guys are sitting there.
That's the scary part too, because they were like, "Oh, well, let's go to the glory hole." And I brought all these girls during a shift, and they all went to the other booth. And then I was like, "Yeah," and I fucking took a peek, and I saw all the girls there, and then they started playing with my dick, and then I felt nervous because I was in the middle of my shift, and I was like, "Oh shit!" So I kind of stopped. And then when I got out, I went to the front of the place, and then there was a few of the girls in the front. So I was all like, wait a minute, if you guys are all out here, who's in the booth still? Still don't know the answer to this day, and I'm really cool with that.
It was Chad. It was Chad sitting
like,
there.
oh, you got me again, Chad.
We finally got Adam.
You got me again. I thought I felt a little mustache.
On that note, I'm going to check the camera. We'll be right back. Hey, commercial break. Just a heads up, you guys. This podcast is on a moving boat, so I will be stopping from time to time to check on the equipment because it's in the sun. Maybe even stop to check on the boat, check our surroundings, stuff like that. So just be aware. Some of the commercials will be shout outs to businesses that we work with or whatever the case may be. It might always change, but that's just a heads up. Yeah. Okay. Back to the podcast. And we're back. I'm still kind of on the thought of you getting your dick sucked in a glory hole.
I as mentioned before, it's one of those times where I'm like, hey, you know what? I hope it's a girl. But you know, whatever.
But it's also one of those moments where it's like the experience.
I think that's you
work there. You might no.
Yeah.
I can't say you might as well get your dick sucked by Chad that lined up on the other side of the wall. Oh, maybe I don't know.
Some of them just really liked doing it. And, you know, I know you'll see signs that say, like, don't feed the ducks in the pond. And you're like, we got a little bit of bread. Let's go.
Let's try it. Fuck it. You got to please him.
I mean,
Al doesn't like when we feed the ducks out here. But you got to feed. You got to.
Yeah, every once in a while. Hey, look, I got a little bread. I got a little dick. That's fine. It's good. Get in there.
You're not watching. Okay, so, but would that technically be considered gay because you're not watching it? You're just your dick is in a hole.
I will say this right now.
You could look at your phone and watch women.
As far as I know, sexually, I've never done anything with somebody of the same gender. Right? I am aware I've been in a lot of those situations where it gets really questionable in the sense of like same thing in that job. There was a guy, young guy who was a bartender at a local like nightclub, and he came out to hang out, and he was just kind of walking up and down the aisles, and I could see him like kind of like touch himself while he was looking at me. And here's the weird part is that my brain's like, man, I'm gonna get commission if he buys something, you know, whatever. And partial attention horse. So I didn't say anything. I just let him do his fucking shit. He stuck around there until I had to kick everybody out to clean. And when I told, all right, everybody get out, a little intercom system. So everybody get the fuck out. Everybody leaves, and I'm grabbing the trash and I'm throwing it out through the back of the store. And then that's where he parked his car. And as soon as I open up the door and carrying out the trash, he's outside of his car and he's just fucking jerking off.
Oh, shit.
Like full on fucking dick out jerking off. And I tell him like, yo, hey, fucking cut that shit out, dude.
You're going to start a fire back here.
I was like, stop that. He got so embarrassed that I called him out that he ran into, like fucking reached into his car, like opened the car door, reached into his car and pulled out a bat. and then came at me. Right? Not even came at me, fucking chased me with the bat. And I just closed the fucking
jerking
door.
off to you, then he wants to beat you.
Dude, it was one of those moments where I'm just like, hey man, like,
just put your little dick away.
You wanna know how I feel about like the whole feminism movement? That situation right there. Because I keep thinking back at that fucking moment of any guy who's like, why is this bitch saying no to me, right? And I'm gonna fucking kill her. I'm gonna ruin her life. Because why wouldn't I think back to that dude? And I'm like, the attention at first was like, ha ha ha, that's cute. And then the second I'm like, hey, stop that.
Yeah, enough of that.
Spray him with bleach.
He just looked at me for the last 20 minutes. No.
No means no. Stop it.
Holy
Put your dick away.
Adam.
That fucked my perspective up.
Do you ever talk about any of this on stage?
I used to. But
I could see it being a topic that you would.
It got too real, I think, coming from me, because I would literally end with the point of like, so stop.
Yeah.
Like, put your fucking dicks away.
And then all the guys and they go, oh,
like,
I suppose you couldn't do that in loft. Like, oh,
yeah, I get it.
You've lived a crazy life, my friend.
Dude, that was just 2 years of it, and that's I've seen more dicks than I care.
God, that's a great segue there. I've seen a lot of dicks too, not by choice though.
Yeah, none of it is ever by choice.
In the army, you see a lot of dicks, not by choice. And then in prison, you see a lot of dicks because you're stripping out inmates and you're helping others strip out inmates. And I wasn't really the guy that stripped them out. So this is like a thing. It's not like a thing that they talk about, but like, it's weird. So like if an inmate makes a staff member mad, like you're mad because Rodriguez was disrespectful to you and he was rude, or you found hooch, or he made you work. That's usually what it was, that they made you work.
Yeah.
They got into a fight. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You want to make me work? Okay. I'm going to strip you out. Like, why is that your first fucking thought, to strip somebody out? I'll never understand that.
It's either like my brain goes into power dynamic, or
it's definitely a power thing, but it's still weird, bro. Like, why don't you, like, I would go into their cell and I would do petty shit. Like if I found a tattoo gun, I would take apart their tattoo gun. I wouldn't take the tattoo gun. I would put parts in different places of their cell where they would probably never find them.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Like, why do you got to get them naked? Like, what, like literally, what if you're trying to demoralize him, or, cause that's what it is. They're trying to like make him feel less than a man. But what if he's like hung like a horse and he doesn't care if you get him naked? I don't care. There's nothing for me, or I don't know, man. It's like,
yeah, I know how I feel like that. That's the perspective is,
it is a superior being thing that they,
I've, because of moving to Vegas, right? You meet a lot of like OnlyFans models, and they're hot, they're gorgeous, they're gorgeous girls who make their money on OnlyFans. And constantly I will hear dudes like, oh, look at these sluts.
Yeah.
Just making their money this way, right? Can't you find a respectable job? When they're the ones who subscribe.
How much does it cost?
Yeah. They're the first ones to be like, hey, so send me a picture of your tits. And it's like, fucking pay for it. It doesn't change fucking anything. Yeah, like I'm comfortable with all of that shit, but it also like I've dated strippers before, I've had guys come up to you like, I saw your girlfriend's tits, and I'm all like, well, cool, thank you for the money you paid.
You paid for dinner last night.
Yeah, you paid for our dinner last night. Thank you so much for that. Like I think when you stop putting importance into it, then it just stops fucking being worth shit. Yeah. So that shit's always surprised me. That's always surprised me. And the Eagles still suck. They do. They're not a great band. Stop singing Hotel California. They're not fucking Hotel California is officially like one of the worst karaoke songs to go to.
So what's your karaoke song?
I mix it up. I guess I'll do one of each genre. I'll do
Is this like drunk Adam or is this sober Adam?
Those both.
I'm not a karaoke guy.
Stevie Ray Vaughan. I like doing Stevie Ray Vaughan. I like doing bluesy shit. I definitely like doing. I've done Dead Prez hip hop, right? I've done Kanye before, but like good Kanye, not like fucking scary Kanye. And I'll David Bowie. David Bowie's another one too.
So you're a big karaoke guy or what?
I had to run a karaoke company too. It's another job, right? When I was living in El Paso, so I had to. We would have these bar events that were hosted by stand-up comedians, and so I had a residency as a comedian host of karaoke, which would mean you would go up there, you would sing. It's a few singers, and then it's me talking shit about the music that you chose.
Oh, jeez.
You know,
do you ever talk shit about the singing?
Try not to. I think because it's already kind of a lot of these people get nervous enough. It's just like two types.
You wouldn't want to put them down. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I want them to feel like they had a good time. The ones I used to talk shit about were the ones who tried too hard or the ones who were too good.
Oh,
like the ones
that have some talent, and you could make fun of them because they're
because there's
actually a good way to approach it.
Yeah. If you're really, really good at something, right? Keep people around you who will knock you down a peg. They'll still build you up, but they're just going to knock you down a peg. It kind of makes sure that you are fortified in your ego, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're the fucking best at something, I keep people around who just fucking constantly stress test whether or not I actually am. It gets annoying at times, but
it's the way to do it.
It's how you fucking do it.
We're almost hitting rocks today.
No, we're fucking.
It's because I'm trying to keep us in the shade, and it's helping.
Yeah.
Let's ask. So you guys, I had. I'm not going to say their names because I don't want to give them that much credit. But I had some friends come up with some questions to ask Adam, and I thought they were going to give me some good questions, but. All right.
If they're bad questions, I'll give you good answers.
They're not bad questions. They're just not the stuff I thought they were going to have me ask you. Okay. Well, I want to ask you this because my brother-in-law asked me this question.
Hey, you outed him right there.
It was a couple weeks ago. He put us, we're in a group chat with a friend and he's like, hey, if somebody gave you a box of everything you've ever lost, what would you look for first?
Virginities. That
was so fast. Why? Your virginity.
I think no, it's definitely not virginities. I think the one thing would be time. Holy shit. That's like the easiest one, right? One of my favorite fucking like things that I feel like I've lost a lot of is truthful answer, like being amazed at shit the first time experiencing shit. You know?
Yeah.
Like you remember the first time you watched Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's funny. I remember those scenes vividly in my brain. It's like a core memory.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you never think like a movie will ever be that impactful.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And your upbringing, because you're like, oh, this is the first time I'm seeing fucking dinosaurs.
Yeah.
This is the first fucking time. That feeling, right?
Land Before Time was another.
Oh, dude. Fuck.
It's not the first time I've ever seen it. Which one was first? Land Before Time?
Land Before Time, way before, yeah. But that's the feeling that I miss. That's the thing that I lost that I wish I would be looking for first. It's that fucking feeling of like the first time you were amazed at it. Because now Jurassic Park, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Like, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah. Now they have 17 Jurassic Parks.
Right? But the first time you watched that one thing, that feeling of amazement and wonder, it's something that I constantly search for. That's why I love the stories. That's why I fucking like. I love being able to be like, oh man, you should see how I feel the first time I said this. I try to reenact it and just chase it constantly. Yeah. Alcohol helps too.
Alcohol helps. We're drinking at 7 a.m. 7 in the morning. All right. I got another one for you. This is from them. If animals can talk, which would be the rudest? By the way, like I said, I thought these guys that I sent this question to, I thought I was going to get like, dude, these are going to be like hilarious and creepy. Because there's some of those friends that they say a lot of like, gay stuff to you. So I thought
I'm glad the elementary school is feeding questions. Dolphins, because dolphins are rapists.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Dolphins are rapists, bro.
Why?
Yeah. You've never seen like dolphins are supposed to be the most intelligent animals, right? Out there. On top of that,
they're just raping other fish.
They're just raping other fish, right? They're one of the few other animals that fuck for pleasure. You know? And that means they're out there intelligently raping people. Right? Like ask yourself right now, right?
People?
Yes. You ever see videos of like there'll be girls and they'll be on there and then you'll see like a dolphin just fucking right? And then they get off and then you hear them with their fucking silent and dude, fucking these rapists.
Holy shit. I never.
Yeah, dolphins would be the rudest.
So note to self, don't ever take my kids to a dolphin excursion.
Well, no, I mean,
I don't want my kids to get raped.
I don't know how cute your kids are.
My kids are pretty cute, and I'm not saying that because they're my kids. They're pretty cute kids.
The dolphins, from a dolphin's perspective.
What kind of people do you think dolphins would be into?
Oh, fucking whales. It's fucking fat bitch.
Big bitches.
This is fucking like, oh yeah, that's my beluga.
Yeah, I love me a good sized beluga that smells like fish in and out of the water.
Fuck it, I'll just get to fuck any of these flaps. Dolphin rapists, everybody.
Dolphin rapists. That's what the episode's going to be called. The dolphin rape. Like what? Doesn't make any sense.
So people are going to keep asking questions. They're like, do they really?
I like how you turned a elementary level question into a amazing answer, Adam.
Yeah, you can't ask the shadows not to be dark.
Wow. We're going to clip that. Oh, I blew into the mic. Fuck, sorry. What's the weirdest thing you've seen in somebody else's house? I'm sure you got a good one, too.
Oh, there's a lot. I've seen a lot. Let's see. I have to narrow it down to just one fucking thing.
I don't really pay attention to things in other people's houses. So like when I seen that question, I was like, I don't know. What would be the weirdest thing? I'm still thinking, but go ahead.
So, okay. I'll probably pick the recent one, right? I'm sure if I go through a deep dive, I'm sure there's a lot, right? But one of the more recent ones, I went to a birthday party at a friend's house, and he had a like a pool hall room, right? Like there's a separate room where he put a pool table there, and it was all decorated in like red velvet color and like pearl white. Everything was that. And then on the walls were these sketch caricature artists of famous dead black artists, right? So like one of them was like Biggie, and then there was like Tupac, right? And there was another one of Aaliyah, right? But the fourth one was Kobe, and I was all like, what album did Kobe have? I don't know what to me, it just, maybe my autism was all like, okay, I get it. Black, passed away, deceased, musicians, Kobe.
Where did Kobe fit into this
show me the release tapes.
Pictures.
Yeah. But yeah, they had more. And my favorite part about it was where they had it. It was like in between these like skinny windows, right? That they had there. So they had enough spots to put them. And then there was like an empty spot. And I asked, and I was all like, oh, what are you going to put for the empty spot? And they told me, they're like, there's always going to be a new fresh one.
Oh shit.
And I was like, what the fuck? And that's stuck with me. That's stuck with me. I'm all like, I don't know if that's bleak or you guys are planning it.
Yeah. How many bodies do you have in your basement right now? There's always going to be a fresh one.
Yeah.
Don't worry, son. There's going to be another one tomorrow.
When J. Cole passes, that's where it'll be.
That's where he'll go.
That's fucking weird. That's fucking weird. Yeah. So pimp, caricature, pool hall. Yeah. You know.
I wanted to bring an MRE with us and have you taste it. And I forgot it in my fucking car. I thought that would have been a cool little.
I haven't had an MRE in a while.
And so there's this one MRE without a bag. It's just like it's because there's like when you open it, you pull out a bag of all the stuff in it, so there's bag inside the bag. So I was gonna bring that one and then just have you try, and not even, you weren't allowed to read the instructions or anything. You were just gonna have to. There comes the wind. You were just gonna open it and eat it, and I forgot. So I apologize. I had breakfast for you.
Now we know it. It's in episode 2.
Episode 2. Well, Adam, it's been a hoot having you on here.
A hoot, you say?
It's been a hoot. It's beautiful out here today. I'm glad we came out early because I've never been out this early, and now I know all the fishing spots.
Yeah, we should go fishing. I don't know. I'm kind of afraid of fishing hooks.
Sunday, we could bring the fishing poles. And go.
I'll just record random B-roll footage. We'll play it at the end of this.
Yeah.
After Sunday.
All the what is it called? The bloopers we're gonna have, because I don't know what I'm doing when we fish. So the first time I've ever went fishing by myself on my own, ever. Like I went with other people.
Yeah.
It was Monday night. I came out here and I have this fish finder on this boat, and I didn't know how to use it because the person I bought it from was like, "Oh, I think it's broken," but then the sonar was off. There's like a little tab that said "Turn sonar on," so I turned it on and boom. Fish finder working. So you see, it's fucked up because you see some of these pockets where you're going over. There'll be a big one right here, and then a little one, and then 400 little ones. Oh my God, there's so many fish under there. Like we're gonna catch something. Drop the line. Nothing. I don't know what's like more demoralizing. Like I'd rather not have a fish finder and then just cast it out there, and then you just hope for the best. But like having a fish finder is so, like they're there.
Isn't that a metaphor, though? Is that, you'll catch something if you spend enough time doing it. And no technology in the world, no outside help will guarantee you success. The only thing that guarantees success is just putting in the work and kissing boys.
On that note, that's a great way to close this bitch out. We're going to edit that to the very end.
Yeah.
Boys, I know you didn't mean like boys, but
That's right. You're a father, so you can't say boys.
I'm just asking for clarification. Like
Macking the guys.
Macking the dudes.
Scamming the heteros.
So, what? Okay.
Totally not gay.
I've had everybody kind of pick what the episode's going to be called. So I feel like you deserve that same choice. After this weird ladyboy lover.
But totally not gay. Undoubtedly, indubitably,
Totally
without
not gay.
The shadow of a dick's gay. Not even close. Not even close to being gay.
Should we say gay in the title?
Just say constantly proving we're not gay.
Can we do the little, how would you write that? How would you type that?
Be fucking Gay.
I seen a cup that had that little thing where you blow in it and it goes, oh. And I thought about like buying one. So when I'm at my son's games, when you're on stage,
it's like an Aztec death whistle. Have you ever seen that?
I'm probably doing a very bad impression of what it sounds like, to be completely honest with you. But
if anybody knows, is that like a vuvuzela or?
No, it's just like it's a kind of like a train whistle, but I don't know why my train whistle sounds like a dying moose, but.
Sorry, I was blowing a guy the wrong way.
Yeah, that's a
You know, like,
is that how it sounds when you blow a guy? I wouldn't know. I've never blown a guy.
Stop blowing air in my dick hole.
Next time you get your dick sucked, try to have them blow air in there and see what it sounds like.
No, I don't
really
think
hope it sounds like that.
If she did that shit to me, I'd be very upset.
You think it would hurt?
I've done that. Have you ever gone down on a girl where you fucking blow into them?
Hold on, you pause there. You're talking about blowing air in a dick, and they say, I've done that. You got it.
No,
you really got to watch how you say things.
Okay, look. Totally not gay.
That's the episode. Totally
That's
not
the episode name. Totally not gay. But I have seen somebody grab like foreskin and then wrap it around and then blow into the foreskin so it looks like a bullfrog. And it, the air always escapes, but it's fun. It's funny to watch.
Wait, where did you see this? Like in person or online?
Oh, when you asked the question about funniest thing I've seen in a house, there we go. That's the answer. Forget about my pool hall thing.
Okay, now you got to tell the story, dude. You can't just.
No, it was a girl who fucking, was saying that, funny things that she could do with dicks. And then we were all telling her to prove it. And then one of the guys who was a little drugged out thought it'd be a good time to pull out his dick and see if maybe he can get like a free blowjob from this girl in public. And instead, she put her lips on his fucking foreskin because he was uncut and just kind of. And then fucking, and then you just heard, and then the guy was like, ugh, and you just heard this like grunt. We all laughed. I almost shit myself.
Oh yeah,
over how
like
funny that was.
Wow, weirdest thing Adam's seen in his house is a guy getting air blown into his cock. That's awesome.
Well, yeah, you guys gotta allow yourselves new things.
Spice up your sex life and get some blow in your cock.
The Aztec death whistle. That's the sex move.
Death whistle.
Just gather foreskin.
That was the tongue with the Aztec death whistle. All right. Well, Adam.
Oh, look, we're drifting.
On that note, how can people find you on social media?
Adam J. Dominguez on everything. DOMINGUEZ. Come by. I post up a lot of stuff. We're getting better at it. We have an OnlyFans too. So
do you get naked on OnlyFans?
For pay.
So what does someone have to pay to see your dick?
I think the cheapest is like $6.
What?
But that's just to see it. You want to see it in action, it's like $30 or $40.
That's it?
Yeah.
Dude, you're a cheap bargain.
No, I just know that dicks oversaturate the market because they're so easy to blow.
All right, Adam, I appreciate you coming out, dude.
Hey, man, cheers, dude. I'm glad. I had fucking fun.
That was fun. All right. Thanks, guys.
Left, right, left. Left, right, left. I don't know my right and left. I don't know my right from left. Left, right, left. Left, right, left. Keep.
Welcome to the Hilarious Discharged podcast. I'm Joshua Higuera.